Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Now that summer is coming to an end and fall is in the air, we've got Abby Baum and Carrie Clark from the Laughing Owl Greenhouses to get us started. Welcome, ladies.
Wow, look at the spread.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We have 8 minutes to go over flowers and food.
We're going to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Should we get started?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so an exciting thing that we have at Laughing Owl Greenhouses now is some cut flowers. We're both growing them and getting some in, but we're having some awesome cut flower classes to teach our customers how to put arrangements together.
Awesome.
Very
Yes,
exciting.
please help.
One of my favorite things to grow are our cut flowers. Our houses are beautiful when they're in bloom. So when you start putting your cut flower vases together, you're going to start with your greenery. That's your base of your arrangement. So you're going to start by putting them in there. Let's scoot this a little closer.
Perfect.
And then we'll show it to the camera when it's all done. You gotta kind of base off like how long your stems are. You're gonna get stems that are much longer than you need them at first, so make sure you have your handy dandy snippers. And make sure they snip good. So we'll fill in our greenery just real quick with these different stems we have prepared. And when you're putting your stems in, you'll notice that none of these stems that we have leaves lower than the water. If you put the leaves in the water, the leaves will rot and make your flowers not last nearly as long. So make sure those are cleaned off stems when you put them in there. And
Now, how do you
help.
decide what size? Like, these are big leaves, but do you always start with the bigger leaf or sometimes the smaller one?
Sometimes it's based on like what you have available to you. I really like the base of the leaf to be bigger because it helps with the structure of the floral bouquet. And these ones are much stronger. Oh, thanks. Much like stronger stems, but you can do more of a whimsical stem.
Do you want me to hand them to you, or are you going in any sweet order?
I'm going in the order that the flowers say.
Well, you're starting backwards from how I've ever done it. I've always done my greenery last.
I used to always do that too, and it's helped me make more of a structure when you do it.
What is that?
So this is like it's in the tomato family, but it's used as a fun cut flower for its fun little fruit. I don't know if we can kind of see that.
Darling.
Yeah, it's
almost
just
like
a cute little.
tomatillos.
Yeah, it's a really pretty little ornamental situation for the bouquet. So we'll stick that in there.
I'm noticing some of them you're cutting at an angle. Should you cut at an angle or straight across?
The more the angle, the better. It helps with the nutrient and the water uptake.
Okay.
So now that I have sort of a base and I'm picking off any leaves that don't look super great, I'm going to start adding in some filler flowers, which these are our cosmos. They're very pretty.
So filler flowers, would they be smaller ones?
Yeah, smaller one, maybe
Or
a
medium
little
to
bit.
small?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you have something like feverfew, yarrow, those little small flowers that keep in that umbel shape, they're perfect for the bouquets for the fillers.
So when you're offering these classes, do you have everything pre-cut, or do people go through and cut what they want to use?
We have a few things pre-cut, but some of the fun of it is that you get to go through and choose like what plants you want. We have a whole house filled with just pots of these flowers that you can come through and clip.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a really fun like girls' night out, date night, like whatever.
Okay, so with that being said, do we schedule it, or are you offering certain nights that are available?
Yeah, so we have a few nights coming up. We have 3 more nights that we're going to be doing it, and I'm just adding filler flowers in right now. And when you can follow us on Instagram and have more information on like what nights we're going to have the classes, what availability we have. But it'll be super fun.
Oh,
that would be so fun to take my daughter.
Yes. I had my mom come with my very first one, and it was a blast.
Oh,
my mom and my little this is a Lisianthus. They're one of my very favorites.
Oh, what is it called?
Lisianthus.
Lisianthus.
Yeah, or Lizzies. You can call them Lizzies too, is one of the common names.
Lisianthus.
So I noticed when I put this one in that the leaves were going to get squished. So I'm just ripping those extra leaves off, cleaning that flower just a little bit better so it doesn't get any of the leaves in that water. So as we're just filling it in, seeing what looks nice, we want a little bit more greenery. in this one. And it doesn't need to be anything complicated. The best thing about flowers is that they're pretty, no matter how you arrange them. There's definitely some like tips, like keep it out of the water, keep the structure there with the greenery that you start with. But other than that, it's whatever is pretty to you. And that's like the fun part of it, is that you get to go home with a vase of something that you think is beautiful and you picked out and you cut and you built, and it's all fun. And so this one's going to be a little bit more whimsy. And so it'll be not as like compact and full as maybe this one would be, but it's going to be just a little bit more
free-flowing.
Yes.
Well, and I also imagine, like on this one, the back side, maybe not a lot of people will see it. You want people to see the front, but maybe this would be a table where people are going to walk around.
Exactly. Okay. So this is going to be your your focal point flower. You can stick it in and have it as something that's going to bring your eye to the bouquet. I found that it was a little bit too tall, so I'm going to trim it a little bit and have it sit in there all nice and snug. And then we can keep filling with separate flowers.
Totally do it.
But while I'm finishing this up, I don't know if you wanted to start with
we're
yours.
About halfway,
Yeah,
so why don't
for sure.
you keep finishing and
All
this
right,
in?
so
Okay.
while Abby is doing her thing, we also offer culinary classes at Laughing Owl. We're actually starting our first one ever on the 22nd of September. So again, check back in at our Instagram and get a spot. More information's on our Instagram for sure. So we're gonna do it really fast. Words.
So you do this class. So how long is the class? And
It just depends on what we're making for the day. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit shorter. Sometimes it's going to be a little longer. Again, we have some fun recipes up our sleeves for you guys.
you use like herbs and stuff when you teach?
Yeah.
So fresh
Everything
herbs,
fresh. Yeah.
which is really fun. And I would love to learn more about how to use the fresh stuff because it really enhances the flavor for food.
Yes.
So
yes.
fresh spinach and fresh tomatoes?
Yes, from
okay.
Laughing Owl.
Oh,
Super
both.
excited.
Wow.
Yes. So we're going to make a caprese salad.
Those are my favorite.
Adding a little bit more hearty to it so you can eat it on to go to the work or to bring it to work or to school, depending on what you're doing.
Okay.
So I have about 3 cups of spinach, and it's washed and cleaned and dried because you don't want soggy spinach. I have about a cup of mozzarella. So we're just gonna, the joys about these is it's just a dump. So, and the more you let it sit, the more flavor you're gonna have. So I usually make it the night before. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're good.
With basil, you can chop it or you can just rip it because basil's one
But
of
you
those.
want to bring out the flavor?
Yes.
Is that why you do that?
Yes, you're also gonna wanna mangle it in your
smell it.
fingers because it will release the oils. So you don't have to use a lot, but really just.
Or you can. Because you love basil.
Basil is
But
one
it's
of
a
my
problem if
favorites.
you like it and your husband doesn't.
Oh, 100%.
My God.
You can half it.
There you go.
And then we have tomatoes. I have about 1.5 cups, but I just quartered them. Some of them I have depending on the
Oh my
size.
gosh, that looks beautiful.
And then the croutons, because usually you serve it on a baguette, but we're doing a salad, so we won't have the full-on baguette. And then you're gonna wanna drizzle on balsamic. You can add olive oil to it as well if you'd like, but I just like my vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of just give a healthy dose to it, but again, go to what you're comfortable with. Again, I like my vinegar. Yeah, you're just gonna
And then
toss
you
it.
need these cute bowls.
Oh yes.
You can't have to be putting it. I love these because they're different pattern on the inside.
Oh yeah, my kids love them as well. They're obsessed. They were kind of jealous that I took them with me. So,
So how often will you be offering classes?
I believe 4 or 5 times, depending on the week. There might be a week break in between.
Okay.
It just depends. We're still working out the logistics of
Okay.
that, but we're offering at least 4 to 5.
Okay.
Oh my word. Mark your calendars.
That's
Yes, great
Yeah.
date night.
It's all fragrant.
Wouldn't that
with
be?
flowers
That would be such a
and
fun
the
date.
sign.
I know. Oh my
I
God.
love this. And that is turning out beautiful.
It sure is. My goodness.
So did you just come to learn this all by yourself also, or did you take classes?
We have a florist who works at Laughing Owl Greenhouse. She has like a history in floral design, and I've been really lucky to get to know her, and she's been able, and she's the one who teaches the classes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll grow the flowers for you, but she'll help you figure out how to arrange it. But she's a great teacher because she's taught me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So if she can teach me, she can teach anyone.
Oh, turn that around so our camera
no, I always overthink it. I'm always like, wait, is that going to match? Is that? But I love
That's just gorgeous.
Very
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
Kind of fun, and it's not as hard as it seems. It's really fun.
All right, beautiful food, beautiful flowers.
See, that just is
Thank
easy. If
you,
people have
Laughing
all that
Owl.
food prepped for
Yes.
me, then I would be
Gosh, look
ready
at
to
this,
go.
Right, all of this. Okay,
Thank you.
let's check the calendar at Laughing Owl. Coming up, we've got more to talk about. Stay with us.